8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me. Then ride it home, dance it out in moonlight. Hold me tight and don't let go. Watch over me. We are all stardust, stardust, stardust. Left behind, left to find. Find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all one, we are all one, we are all. Pick me up, yeah, moonchild, put me into overflow. Superstar.
Hello. I have a slight headache, so as long as it stays at bay, we're all good here. I just took a couple Advil, but you guys know when it comes to me having a headache, that's like, I'm the biggest baby when it comes to headaches. I cannot take them. Thank you, Suzanne. Somebody made that for me, actually. Today's wiener is Deb Mundorf. Deb Mundorf. You're the lucky wiener. Wiener, chicken dinner. Hey, Candace Hardwick. Three Flying Doves, Marlene, RJ, Reapers. Hey to all. You just got rid of your what? Oh, white boy over there lying his ass off about Fred. I did listen in for about 60 seconds when I was sent the link to see what kind of lies he is telling today. For one, I wanted to know where he got his 16 years. Where he got that at. I'd like to know his source on his information. If I eaten, yeah, I just ate, but it was crappy stuff. It was McDonald's, but he said 16 years. I don't know where he's getting that, unless he's just thinking because of what I said about 8 years. Maybe he's thinking because it was 2 dealing charges that it's times 2. I'm really surprised that he can do the math on that. That is surprising. I guess that's good, right? But no, it's 30% of 8 years. It's really, I was surprised. I don't think it sounds that bad because White Boy is wrong with his information saying, oh, he's been in and out of jail, and it's not like that. There hasn't been that kind of history with Fred like it is with Dawn. Dawn's very much been in and out of jails he's very much a career criminal. That's not Fred. Fred is, yeah, a meth head. I mean, according to him, his thing was really opiates, but like pain pills. Hey, Justin. Yeah, it's only 2.5 years. So basically 30% of 8 years. He has to do, it's split confinement. So basically, I guess that means he gets to do part of that like in rehab. So it wouldn't be that bad of a deal. But he doesn't think they have a case against him because the audio and video did not work on one of them, and on the other, something else is screwed up with it. But if he could get 8 years and do the 2.5 and like rehab, house arrest and stuff, that wouldn't be a bad deal at all. He'd be on parole for the rest of the time. So it's 8 years total. So he'd have to do 2.5 of that, or whatever 30% of 8 years is. He'd have to do 30% of it like in a rehab, a prison, house arrest type thing, if they give him the option of house arrest. But I think rehab is definitely on the table. The rest of the time, the rest of the 8 years, has to be on parole. Yay! Thank you for becoming a Zigster, Texas Brat. Appreciate it. So a total of 5.6 years. Is that right? For the remainder. That's what he'll be on parole for. So like if he'd have to go over 5 years without getting in any trouble, that means clean urine screens too. Probably at least for the first year, they're going to want to have him on some kind of supervised. But it's not, I don't know where. I was trying to watch and see where White Boy got his information about 16 years. And also his information that, Fred's going to have some more charges coming because some more illegal items were found on his property. You understand that Fred's in jail? He hasn't been on that property in almost 3 months. Good luck pinning that on him. Flow State's here. I didn't see him. Oh, there he is. Good time knocked 2.5 down to like 1.8. White Boy sits there, and why I can't take him seriously is because I'm sorry guys, but like, it's like listening. I don't mean to be, well, maybe I do mean to be mean because he's not quite nice himself. But why do I sit there and want to listen to a guy trying to be some kind of moral authority who is a criminal himself? And he's hooked on his drugs himself, allegedly. I definitely know that guy has a history, and a very recent history at that too. Very recent criminal history. Oh shit, I forgot to. Okay, no, I did. The link, if anybody wants to just come up and talk, is pinned at the top there. I don't really have much of a topic besides I was just going to put the Fred Hill 30% of 8 years like in a title so that maybe I double checked that too. I made sure, like when I heard him saying 16 years, I'm like, wait, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe it's times 2, but no, actually Fred has 4 charges. There's 2 charges of dealing and 2 charges of maintaining a dwelling where drugs are used or whatever. Wait, where's that coming? What, baby? Stop, Athena. He randomly makes up to try and remain as little relevant as possible. It's definitely a struggle for that part of the community. I was waiting for this other comment to come up, but I'm not seeing it on StreamYard. Maybe it's Stacey B says, "Oh, he's for sure on something. That man's eyeballs are so far sucked into his skull. It's disgusting looking." I'm not trying to be mean by saying that, but well, yeah, and he was recently arrested for some type of stop, Athena. Go. I don't know why she does this every time I'm live. That's what he was wondering. He's like, that's what he wanted my opinion on the one where the audio. But see, that's crazy. How's the audio and video not going to work? Again, if that is true, they need to get new equipment over at Hawkins County. Because that was the similar thing happened with Dawn's recordings that were the wiring that was wore by Fred on Dawn to try to get information on Summer Wells. Somehow, supposedly some of that audio deleted as well. So if they need to get some updated equipment or something. I think they're really wanting to, I think him and Laura are really wanting to do, or to stay clean. They both, they're both like packed on 20 pounds. I haven't seen him, like what he looks like, but just what he said, he's gained 20 pounds. I've seen a picture of Laura. I could definitely tell she's put on some weight because she's always so thin. Didn't you say Fred had no idea about court today? There was court yesterday.
The man's penis
Find something you're passionate
Oh my
about
God.
besides Ziggy.
My dog just stepped on the soundboard thing. Where the heck? No, Athena. Gosh, she is so. That was funny. Is a man's penis a bone?
Is a man's penis a bone?
I don't know, is it? Oh, jeez. They're trying to get, I think they really are. I think they really are trying to get clean. Flora, I mean, she's welcome to come up if she wanted to, but 30% of 8 years, 2.4 years. So yeah, it's not that bad. He said mixed, let's see, what did he say? Split confinement and rehab. This is 30% split confinement and rehab. So I'm guessing that means his time can be done in rehab, right? He does have a public defender. Yay! Thank you for gifting a membership. It's a boner. It's not a bone, it's a boner. Congratulations, Genji. Speaking of, Flow State said in my other live that he is a welcome. He's welcoming any type of sexy pictures any ladies would like to send. Just putting that out there. Just kidding, kind of. Look what? I was live on my, it's a joke. I was live on my Empress Ziggy earlier, and we were talking about something that Fred had said about saying that girls can send pictures there to, if they want, you know, they can send pretty much as long, just as long as they have a G-string on and their nipples are covered, it should be fine. So I was talking about this. I was like, don't you think Laura would be upset? But Flow State just spoke up and said, oh, I am also willing to accept sexy pictures. So that's what that was about. The jail gets crowded. Sometimes they let them out after a while. Yeah, so yesterday he was supposed to have some kind of court hearing. They didn't take him. Oh, well, I don't see Flo here anymore. But I'll be sure to tell him when he's here next time. He has to send one first. Let me let me start this poll. Did you hit the like button? Yes, no. No, but I will now. Oh, yeah. They're still going to be together. Fred and Laura are still going to be together. It was a rough time at first because she didn't get to talk to him for it was 2 months or something. He was in there for a couple months before she was even able to talk to him. And so he was thinking that she left the state and that she was just who knows what. You know, his mind was going wild because he was in jail, didn't know what was going on, couldn't talk to anybody. Trade photos for soups. No, what's Jody Sue's post? Oh, geez. Look here, Satin. There won't be magical undies for you either. That's what her video title is. shipped her off blank and obviously were where he blank ran to after the weird shit over there last year. Probably because she remembers where Fred's house is because she visits with Donnie so much. Because Fred is probably nice to her and one of the only decent human beings she knows. Thing is, Fred's blank only after Donnie would visit Fred. You think maybe Donnie has her alive somewhere and is now planting shit? That's also the path they use between here and blank to move dope. Donnie would know it because of him hanging out with Fred for eons. Blank ran from the roadblock in our road at about 4 a.m. after giving his name. Last night, what do you mean? After giving his name? That's weird. Maybe he had a warrant. Hard to tell. We don't talk to none of them. I don't think he lived down there no more. He was coming in for Fred. Dope, no license, bad tag, but they weren't looking at or caring about shit like that. So if he just chilled out, he'd been fine and let in and out without issue. They were only looking at cars for summer, that's it. And he stopped, gave his name, but then took off when the cops stepped back. Probably had a warrant, dummy. These are interesting. I don't know exactly what. He wrecked the car at 2 a.m. Okay, this is back in 2019. Does anybody know who these are between? He wrecked the car at 2 a.m., was up there sneaking around. Rue opened the door and caught him. Andy lost his shit when he heard a man's voice near our kid where no grown man should be. He has frostbite, looks like. Fred and him and others tweaking, wrecked. Wrecked on ice. I put up a post on Facebook, didn't mention names. Even Andy couldn't get the car out. Finally told blank he wasn't wasting tires on him. Nobody else with tractors could get it out either. Oh my God, it's going to go all the way back at the top every time we go back to the... Fred's speak is strange. I also think maybe Fred isn't just paranoid. Maybe Donnie is trying to set him up. Stuff is getting so weird I can't make heads or tails of it by myself. We've been seeing blank with Fred out at stores, but we don't ever try and talk either. Why does she have to cover up those names? And damn sure did not knock like he proclaimed when caught. I'd say they had been coming up here since 2 a.m. to see if Andy could pull it, but found all my dressers, curios, etc., all full of DVDs, jewelry, etc., out on the porch where I've been redoing the house. I don't have the heart yet to go see what they've taken. but I'm positive that's what went down when they came for a tow and found that stuff out there and kept creeping back and forth till 7 when caught by. I also heard they was on that meth, but also heard they was doing heroin. I don't know, nor care really, but I would definitely check if you got shit down. If you got shit missing, hell, they rob off their own families, so you know they would rob you. Hell, we just heard the other been seeing blank with Fred out at the source, but we don't ever try to talk either. I don't know what this is about. I don't get it. And especially when I think she likes confusing us. I think she thinks it's funny or something. It sucks. We have to keep going all the way down here. And then you have to click it. And anywho, blank. Angie blank dropping off dope to blank in her green SUV at the next door BP beside blank. And the blank guy they had just fired from blank yesterday, he works at the liquor store beside of that BP as well. And his big supplier, not just average user, seller drops dope off to him and blank both there. So he works at the liquor store beside of that BP as well. And his big supplier, not just average user, seller drops dope off to him. Sorry guys, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to get through these messages. It's a pain having to. Well, just go back to your parents then, and yeah. But Fred came in, and now he's in the woods, and Reaper is losing his shit. Huh? What is up with these, like... Just go back to your parents then, and yeah, but Fred came in. This is June 26th of 2021, so 11 days after Summer went missing. And now he's in woods, and Reaper is losing his shit. On way, love you. I just do not get what the fuck is up with Fred and them, but this is getting weirder by the day, and he's paranoid as fuck and super extra right now. Plus him showing up or being wherever we are is getting odd. And just chilling at our mailbox at times we know you leave for work and looking for dogs he doesn't own and smirking. He's probably, I would say, he's paranoid because he's probably thinking you guys had something to do with it. Because right here, I can tell she's talking to Andy. And that's probably, Fred thinks he's a little detective. He does like to try to figure things out, I've noticed. So, but for some reason, people always go to him for information. That's just how, I don't know why. That's just how it is. People go to Fred for information. I don't know if it's just because I don't know. He just is one that doesn't, he pays attention. He observes. He's quiet. He doesn't I don't know why he has a photographic memory. I do know that. Plus, him showing up or being wherever we are is getting odd. And just chilling at our mailbox at times, he knows you leave for work, looking for dogs he doesn't own and smirking. Run and get drink and be back. Okay, let me get out of here. I have a strange gut feeling that all of this has set his crazy into full tilt mode and we are all in danger. They should have let only the locals deal with Fred. They knew how to ask shit without pinpointing others or giving him info and people and kicking in his crazy. And that shit I heard last night, I'm telling you. Okay, on way to store and then there. I had a strange gut feeling that all of this has set his crazy into full tilt mode and we are all in danger. They should have let only the locals deal with Fred. They know how to ask shit without pinpointing others or giving him info and people kicking in his crazy. This is 11 days after Summer went missing. It's odd. Fred didn't even talk to anybody until I went there, which would have been 6 months later. So I'm just they're probably all paranoid of each other. I mean, a child went missing. So, I'm sure they were all paranoid of each other. Then on the 30th, might be time to turn in my people reader card. I also left my own breadcrumbs, and Candace is quoting my breadcrumbs verbatim in the last interview yesterday. This new church face mask thing and apple pie nonsense is bothering me greatly, along with that part where Donnie slipped and said, you're afraid of prison. The past tense doesn't bother me. They've been doing it since an hour or two after she vanished. But that your bothers me. I also think maybe Fred isn't just paranoid. Maybe Donnie is trying to set him up. Stuff is getting so weird I can't make heads or tails of it by myself. Anyway, so that was June 30, 2021. I am pissed. It even got every search crew and neighbor coming and going yesterday, but not one file exists in Tuesday 6 days prior. Make that make sense. Hell, all someone had to do was ask if they wanted to see a copy of it. Did you tell county FBI or TBI? But last night I heard what I think was Don hustling ass from my driveway to his again, right after Fred came in at 3 a.m. and startled him. Wait, what? Last night I heard what I think was Don hustling ass from my driveway to his again, right after Fred came in at 3 a.m. and startled him. I told a Hawkins County detective. Oh, so this is the Peeping Tom accusations or something? You agree with my twin? Fred had nothing. Your twin? Fred's your twin? Okay, let's keep going. But Dawn is stupid. There was no need to make up gunshots. So this is July 20th of 2021. Hell, there was a Harley in there causing trouble last night. Loud Oh, fuck. Couldn't miss it. Where was Donnie then? Know who was in the road before they could get all of the way in or back out? Me. And their dogs are going off because someone was in there before you and kids came home? Who took that on? Me. The only time Donnie seems to be outside or willing to come off that hill is right after or before Fred, which coincided with the paper guy 2 nights ago because he and Fred have changed time frames from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. What? She's gonna. I'm gonna need somebody to translate what is being said here. Her twin Ziggy. Oh, I'm her twin. Oopsies. Vampy said no. Sorry, Vampy. There are at least 2 to 3 coming to communicate after 2 a.m. and someone is blank or similar for some purpose as the others communicate. I think they're walking in from the cemetery side maybe, and I'm pretty sure they've all set off Fred even more. Like I told them they were starting to do days ago, and he's gone full tilt and is now even semi warning Andy and I in his own way, despite me vouching for him and him likely every word while listening in the woods would keep trouble down. So I'm trying to steer clear of conversations at bottom of driveways currently. Why? Why is she so like sneaky? What conversations can people not hear? Why can't you have conversations at bottom of driveways? And I'm pretty sure they've all set off Fred even more. Like I told them they were starting to do days ago, and he's gone full tilt and is now even semi-warning Andy and I in his own way, despite me vouching for him and him likely hearing every word while listening in the woods would keep trouble down. So I'm trying to steer clear of conversations at bottoms of driveways currently. But the blank, something with the same blank being used for some sort of purpose, and communication is happening before and after near Simpson. You're saying Fred's paranoid? I think that's pot calling kettle black. I heard shit go down 2 nights ago. It was raining. That Candace and Don called Andy yesterday saying he chased a white thing out of here that he caught shooting at the house. Candace and Don called Andy yesterday saying he chased a white thing out of here that he caught shooting at the house. I laughed because I knew better. I was outside in the rain and I heard the BS go down. I watched the paper guy go in and out, not one gunshot. I used to be a newspaper carrier on the route Summer lives on. I recently changed routes and a new carrier took over. Anyways, approximately 3:30 this morning, Donald Wells chased them out of the holler and up Simpson Loop while they were delivering with their hazard lights on, claiming they were stalking him and his property. They never did that to us, and we own a 2000 maroon Toyota. He's definitely got a guilty conscience. Just saying, why else would he be up? Maybe he is innocent and just can't sleep as he claims. I just don't believe it. I hear him and Fred up to shit, though, in a horse being brought in. I did hear him and Fred up to shit, though, and a horse being brought in. Then a horse was picked up and Are you guys making sense of any of this, really? Well, this one I've seen because I remember calling it Fred speak. Know what Fred said to me yesterday? Mind you, I couldn't tell if it was a real Fred, dope Fred, or schizophrenic Fred. No lie. But he said there is a guy and a girl in here stashed in the woods. Cooks. Some of the others bring food and goods to them and help move the cook locations in the back of the hollow. Says they had a little girl too that vanished, and he made it seem like they didn't report it because it was in here and they were cooking. Obviously, Fred's speak is strange. That would make sense on Candace saying that about the youngin' down the road. And I feel like it was half real Fred, half schizophrenic Fred I was speaking with during that. Says that a little girl too had vanished, and he made it seem like they hadn't reported it because it was here. Oh, I don't know. "444 in chat. That's good. That's good luck. Means stability. Speaking of Cam, Alicia, where is Cam and Allie? Hair Curlers and Crime says she uploaded them backwards, so if you read them from first to last scrolling down, it makes sense. Oh, shit. After I'm already done with them, almost. Oh, well. By the way, ran from the roadblock on our road at about 4 a.m. after Blank ran from the roadblock in our road at about 4 a.m. after giving his name. Last night? What do you mean after giving his name? That's weird. Maybe he had a warrant. Hard to tell. We still don't talk to none of them. I didn't think he lived down there anymore, though. He was coming in for Fred. Dope. No license. Bad tag. But they weren't looking at or caring about the shit like that. So if he just chilled out, he'd been fine and let in and out without issue. They were only looking in cars for summer. That's it. And he stopped, gave his name, but then took off when the cops stepped back. Probably had a warrant, damn dummy. I'm interested to know who that is. We only have, it looks like, I think, a couple more. Maybe doubtful. Thing is, Fred's only after Donnie would visit Fred. Thing is blank. You think maybe Donnie has her alive somewhere and is now planting shit? That's also the path they use between here and blank to move dope. Donnie would know it because of him hanging out with Fred for eons. Maybe. I don't think that they ever were really close or anything like that. What connection would she have to Fred to think it would be safe to go there? And took her out of here for Donnie and Candace. And caught or in trouble. Shipped her off, and obviously where he blank ran to after the weird shit over the last year. Probably because she remembers where Fred's house is because she visits with Donnie so much, and because Fred is probably nice to her and one of the only decent human beings she knows. Well, there's somebody saying Fred is probably nice to her and one of the only decent human beings. So somebody right there is saying Fred's a decent human being. But What connection would she have to Fred to think it would be safe to go there? Or where he... Probably, it must be talking about Summer right here. Is she maybe talking about Summer going with Dawn to Fred's, and Fred was nice to her? Yeah, I would think it has to be about them talk. They have to be talking about Summer going down to Fred's with Dawn. Who knows? I mean that. I don't know. I don't think that happened so much because I mean it probably did happen sometimes, like occasionally, where Summer would go down to Fred's, but I think that the way that Laura and Fred talked, it didn't seem like that. Like he was down there all the time. Because remember Laura said, he's probably had been down here 10 times in the last however many years he's been there in Beach Creek. But since Summer went missing, he's had been there like a ridiculous amount of times. You remember Laura saying that? So if Dawn's going down there, it would probably be for something to do with drugs, because there would be no other reason, really. They weren't friends. Yeah, Laura did say that she didn't ever see Dawn being mean to the kids. It was Candace that she said she witnessed being nasty to the kids. So, but we've heard that a lot from people, not just Laura. We heard that from Allie and friends too, right? Allie and that bunch said something similar, that Candace was mean to the kids and Dawn was the nicer of the two. Oh yeah, Dawn's definitely been there. Dawn does go down, has been there. I mean, it's not completely odd for Dawn to go down to Fred's. He's done it before. Do I know if there's a train track going over water around their place or a train tunnel? Does anybody know? Justin, do you know? Or anybody that's been over there? Is there train tracks around that area? Or train tracks that go over water? Or a train that goes through a tunnel? Who are you talking to, Diana? Oh, okay. You're talking about what Alicia's saying. Are they really? Are they sure that they really are living on? And are you sure? I know that they were wanting to do that. Is this against their? They were wanting to do the whole van life stuff, but I don't understand why they haven't been live. Yes, raised tracks across the valley. Don B did a video, a tunnel on the other side. They're traveling. Yeah, thank you for that message, Jenna. Am I saying that right? I always have a problem pronouncing your name. Okay, Alicia. It's a sensitive topic, I know, but I just feel like if that's what they're doing, you would think that they would be live, but I hope they're doing all right. Oh, they were on Shay's, like on panel? What were you addicted to, Justin? I didn't think you had ever even had a drink. You never told me that you were an addict. I thought you said you had never drank alcohol before or smoked weed or anything. Hey, G Crime. Oh, Shay went over a live that was a year ago. Oh, that's right. Or wait, I don't know. Maybe you didn't tell me. Did you tell me about that before? Oh, alcohol, like, ugh. Yeah, you might have told me. Because it kind of sounds familiar, Justin. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, a lot of people get addicted from being prescribed opiates. September 14th to be clean, 11 years. Wow. Well, congratulations on 11 years clean. It's a big deal, but once you live life like addicted and then you live life another way, if you can get through those obstacles to get out on the other side, it's so worth it. I remember when I, back in my partying days, I could not imagine. I remember thinking, how would I ever live life like sober or clean? That sounds so boring. I was worried about it being so boring. How boring. And I always had to be doing something and be around people. And now my life is so much more slower paced. Hey, Jane. Hey, Kathy. They're going to homeschool. They're able to do that. They can say that they're going to just homeschool in the van, and there's really nothing. Well, I don't know how it is the state they're in, but I used to scream at my counselor when I first got sober. I absolutely hated it. I told my counselor the word is just gritty. Takes time for neurons to connect again. G Crime says my addiction is Ziggy on YouTube. Why would you scream at your counselor, Justin? Like you were bored or what? Wow, Melinda's been off of subs for 4 years. Did subs for 4 years and quit. You've been off them for 10 months. Wow, it's still not right. Yeah. What are they going to do when it gets cold out, though? What are you talking about? Yeah, it is so nice being, are you talking? It is what it is. Are you talking about being sober? Yeah, I like THC, but that I could never stop now that I really need something. I can't get nothing but Subutex, but I did it. Nobody else did. You really need some type of painkiller. You could get methadone pretty easily. It's all else fails, I guess. It wasn't fun. I didn't have any serotonin or dopamine. It felt hopeless for a few weeks, and I would get these brain zaps and feel like a whole new person. Did you did it cold turkey? How are they gonna live in a van in the winter? Well, where they're located, it probably won't get that. It's gonna get cold. It's gonna get down to freezing, but I don't know. What do people do that are living the van life? What do they do when it's really cold out? I mean, maybe if they go to a campsite, they could have access to some kind of plug, and plug in some kind of like heater or something. Like, I don't know. I've never ever tried kratom, but I hear it can help. I hear it could be addictive too, but it's illegal here in Indiana. So I've never even seen it. They have heaters that are made for trucks and vans. Oh my gosh, Lulu. I'm not even playing that. I opened my electric bill today and I don't even understand how it's that much. I owe over $1,100. I have no freaking clue how that even happened. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how the hell am I going to pay this? Yeah, imagine how I felt getting that bill. Come up by oh yeah, and this is my name. It's crazy, absolutely insane. I don't even get it. I don't get how it could even be. My current electric, I'm just behind. I'm just must have got really behind, I guess. Anyways, sorry, I just got it today. I hadn't looked at it much. I looked at it right before I went live, and I was just kind of, there goes my freaking Freon checked. We still get bills for hundreds of dollars, even in summer. Ridiculous. Electric heaters suck as far as money go. Well, then, it's going to start getting cold here, and then it's going to be the gas that is really, really expensive. I just didn't, it's behind, that's about 3 months. Yeah, about 3 months worth, I'd say. I mean, I've been paying on it. I didn't think it was that far behind. Holy crap. Also, I saw something sad last night too. Well, it's sad, but it's happy but sad. I was really down. Been kind of down every once in a while when I think about it because, Jim's not here but his son is having his first child, so his youngest girlfriend's pregnant. They've been together for several years, so I saw it on Facebook and it just made me really sad that Jim doesn't get to be here for it, Can you make payments? Yeah, I'll have to contact him and I'll have to figure out something with him. Do a reading, see if I'm going to hit the lottery. No, I don't play a lottery. It's fine. Go to real services. What's real services? They aren't in my county though. It says in 12 counties across northern Indiana. You must be in northern Indiana. But go to CAP. What's CAP? Ask for actual reading, not estimate. A $15,000 water bill? You're in northern Indiana, September? $500 in 1 month. My electric stays about 75 in summer, then winter goes down to about 50. Gosh. Well, this is an older house too. This is an older house that it's a bigger, it's like 1,700 square feet, but we don't use a lot of the space because of how poorly it's set up. But yeah, in the worst of months, like the hottest of months, like now, you know, it can get, well, my highest heating bill, it gets to about $450, I think was my highest in the winter. It's crazy. I'm going to look into it, Kim. I'm going to look into some kind of payment. There's no way I'm going to be able to come up with that within 2 weeks. Oh gosh. They pay all single moms or dads lights here in the winter or buy wood. Really? Moose knuckle. I would be buying heaters and putting them around in the rooms. Keep that temperature. Close all the vents in rooms you don't use. Oh, you think I should close them in the rooms I don't use? A budget plan? Well, see, the problem with a budget plan too is like you can only get on a budget plan if you have the whole I haven't been able to get my whole bill paid. You have to pay your whole bill off in order to enroll in a budget plan. Right? Juniper, that's exactly what I was telling somebody else. She lives in Texas, and she says she has several choices for her electric and gas. Juniper said it's a monopoly, and it's not like we can shop around for a better price with electric. We only have one choice unless we switch to propane, but that's expensive too. Yeah, there's one choice for electric. I mean, you don't get to shop around. We have Duke Energy. That's who you get for electric. No other choices. Gas is Vectren. Water is American. So, and then I also have sewer. I wish they would combine the water and sewage. That's a pain, but anyways. Yeah, that's why I said it's a monopoly. But I guess she was saying, "Oh, we have several choices here in Texas." I'm like, "What?" Every place that I've ever, dang, you guys would think I'm camping outside with how loud these every place that I've lived every state I've lived that I can think of, not that I've moved around that much, but I've lived in a few states. There's always been just one electric company and one, gas company. They don't pay for back payments. See, that's the problem. It's like things are getting better. I'm getting, even though I have everything's behind, like all my bills are behind and stuff. It's still, it's getting better and better as time goes on since Jim's passed, But what's like, what is the thing that is the hardest is, getting caught up because you have all these back payments, that you have, and getting those caught up. It's like, it's never ending. It seems like. Yeah, I've had that done, the whole payment plan thing. I'll probably have to come up with I'm sure at least like a few hundred of it though. But I guess it's better than 800, I suppose. Or the 1100. Not true of rural Texas. Here in Texas, if my bill is too high, they will make arrangements with me to pay it, and then they will put me on a budget plan. Things are. I heard in different countries that they have to they prepay for certain types of utilities. Is that true? Panties. Is that the panty bandit? They probably are being serious. They probably think I don't. I know, right? See, that's the thing. I might have already. I'm probably already in default on a payment plan. So, but hey, Dippy CB to help you. Oh, Candace Bly. I was like, who the heck is CB? I know, Vampy. I know. I've thought about the roommate thing. I have a daughter, and the way this house is set up, so the only bathroom in the house is in between the 2 bedrooms. So the only way to get to the bathroom is you have to go through either my bedroom or Caitlin's bedroom. I mean, I could rent out my bedroom, I guess. I don't know. That just sounds like sketchy for sure. I would be up to if I wish I had like I just was in such a long relationship, you know, that I lost all my connections, like all my friends in my real life, and you know, him passing was so out of nowhere. I wish I had people, you know, somebody I could trust or that I was comfortable with that could, you know, could rent out only one of the, well, Caitlin's bedroom has like one of these sliding, old school, like sliding doors on it. I've never seen anything like it. It's so, so it's really not like it does cover, like if it's closed, you can't see in, but it doesn't do anything for sound. My bedroom has a real door, but it doesn't really, it just has those hook locks. Then there's a third room, but it doesn't have a door. A grandma. A serial killer. Have Laura live with you? Yeah, it's getting better, Vampy. It's getting better. I've just been thinking a lot about him because of his son being pregnant. His son's girlfriend being pregnant. It's just really sad because I used to talk with Jim about that and be like, oh my gosh, you know, like I would talk to him about about how cool it's going to be when Nick or Nikki get pregnant or which is his twins, youngest kids and stuff. It just sucks that he's not here, but you know. Hey, so my bill was only one time paid. I could probably, I haven't gone to like a trustee or something, so I could probably do that. I tried to sign up for that, Be Real, but they make you, in order to sign up for it, you have to have your whole balance paid off, and I can't get my whole balance paid off to sign up for such a thing. Thank you, Kathy. I'm sure, G Crime. Ask Don to rent his place, then let people with campers stay there for rent. Yeah. Hey Don, can you let me just have a little piece of your property? Good night, Holler Boys. Right, exactly, Ginger Snaps. Exactly. If it keeps we're all going to be living in vans by the river. Gosh, a case of pop is like $15. Jim would be like, I can't even believe it. When me and Jim were both of us, Diet Coke. Well, he preferred Diet Pepsi, but it was funny because me and him were never without our Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi in hand, both of us. And we would always he would purchase what was ever on sale, like, what was $6.99 that week. If it was Diet Coke, that was $6.99 for a case, and that's the one he was getting. If it was Diet Pepsi, it was always $6.99, $7.99. If Jim could see the prices of a case of pop right now, he would be oh my gosh. But he didn't drink. He always got 2 liters, so those prices aren't as bad, but they're still, he hasn't been around to see the prices shoot up. If your daughter's under 18 or still in school, what's that? Where's our new friend Fliz State? He was here earlier. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to email him and tell him that he needs to send his sexy photos first. I forgot. He said Flow State said everybody, because all girls can send sexy photos to him. He said his girlfriend doesn't care, so. I'm emailing him, hey, my chat said you must first send your sexy photo, and then they will send theirs after you send yours. So we'll be waiting. Ziggy. I'm going to look for sure, Jay. There's something, I'm sure. But there for a while, I was so depressed, I couldn't even. I'm in a much better spot now that I need to figure something out. There's Karma's Queen. 1111. That's a good sign. That might mean that might be good news. Maybe we will be receiving that photo. Maybe we might be receiving it. We'll just have to see. Yeah, I pretty much do, Jerry. especially since Jim passed away. Not gonna lie. I need to lose 20 pounds. He would beg me to put my clothes back on. I guess Fred and Laura has really packed on the pounds. Both of them have gained 20 pounds. Right, Jane? But anybody can just go on tbejail.com. So T, B as in boy, E as in Ernie, jail.com. And you can go to Hawkins County Jail on there and find Fred, and anybody can message him or send him pictures, whatever. Also, once you tell the electric company that you apply for help, it's Catholic. Is he sending titty pics? Who? Which one? I'm waiting on an email back. Ernie's back. Back again. Ernie's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? It'll be fine, Jerry. Thank you so much. Have a good night. That's what we were just talking about, Carmen. Vampy. TBEjail.com. I just put it in the chat. I think, let me make sure that's it. And you can send him a message for free. It's completely free to send him a message through there, an email message. He said his girlfriend didn't care. So, I do like when he does crazy stuff, but he only does it when he's on drugs. Who's that? It is what it is. Don't rent your room. It wouldn't be good. I know it would be bad. I mean, I wish I could find the perfect person that would just mesh completely well, and like, because if you know if it's a guy, they're going to be trying to sleep with you and stuff. If this place had another bathroom in it, it would be perfect for something like that. I don't know let me see if Greene County it is different from county to county. Select service, mail. So you have to add an individual. Yeah, you're right. Greene County doesn't have that. Hawkins, Hamlin has it. There's a bunch of other counties. Franklin, Sevier County, Sullivan even, but nope, Grain doesn't. Right, Kim? I know, I do have a daughter. That's true. I guess it could be a guy who is into guys, but still, like, that's most guys. Most okay. It's not going to be like every guy that would do something like that or would try something. Okay, but there's a high percentage that would. But at the same time, too, I'd almost prefer a guy. I don't know. It would help out. It would make my life like freaking so much easier, like financially. But I know I would. I know I would regret it probably, unless it was like the absolute perfect person that just meshed well, or just because I'm such a private person. I don't want somebody to like try to talk to me all the time and stuff. I don't know if that sounds mean, but sometimes I just like to be left alone. And if I don't have a room that I can escape and, shut the door and just kind of escape from the world. I mean, my daughter, she can walk in anytime. She doesn't bug me. She's my daughter, Do OnlyFans for real? Show your feet. Females can be so catty. Your home is your sanctuary. Older lady working at Walmart. See, somebody like that would be, my daughter would be a shock to their system. Because she's loud. You guys hear her in the background and her. So I don't know. It would just have to be the perfect person. And I'd probably have to get up my bedroom, because they would have to have one of the bedrooms that would be connected to the bathroom. Oh my gosh, Jane, are you trying to volunteer Ernie as a roommate? Does he seem like somebody that would actually pay rent? Really, Candace? You're the same way about wanting to be alone? Have you ever had a female roommate? Feel my solitude as well. Really, Luminous? I've only been on for an hour and a half. I mean, my feet are not, if I could, I would sell feet pics if people would buy them. Like, seriously, nobody's gonna, my feet are ugly. Yes, I've had a female roommate before. I haven't had a roommate though forever because Jim. Besides that, like, a sugar daddy. I'd almost have to, now I'm getting to cougar age. I need to be the one. I'm cougar. In order to get a sugar daddy, he'd have to be like 80 years old. That's not really true. I'm 42. I could get like an older. I don't want an older guy again because they're gonna just. I don't want to go through what I went through with Jim again, like, which it could happen still. But I just don't want to have to deal with something like that anytime soon. Send you one too. What's that? It is what it is. At least you're not a heifer. Yeah, hey, they're pretty. You guys are pretty creative. You guys have came up with some really good ideas that I have used before. Seriously. Oh, a sugar daddy. See, been there, done that. That's like a very bad idea because that's when you get in situations where you get dependent on somebody and then they take advantage of their power over you, and yeah, it's not good. Yeah, Jim was almost 19 years older than me. Right, Stephanie, do a ring on him first. Yeah, then they want to control you, and if they have a panty sniffer. If the perfect person came around for a roommate, yeah, I would totally do it. But it would have to be like the perfect, absolute, like perfect opportunity because the way this house is set up and everything, the person would be like, have to be up in my business really because, yeah. Who has you blocked, Jane? You think things are going to get tougher? Believe? Why do you think that? We can pay as you go on gas and electric in the UK. Amazon affiliates program. What's that? Hey, Ava. You guys are crazy. There's gotta be, let me guess, Prayer Garden's live, isn't she? Nope.
Yeah, look at them. They're riding dirt bikes. She wanted her brother's bike so bad that day. Did she try to ride it, or did she? She was trying to get him to get off, and then she chased after him. Aw. So cute. Yeah, she was so... You could tell she was used to being the center of attention. Yeah, it didn't matter. Yeah. This is Candace's videos on her channel, you all, that I'm playing.
Candace is over on Daisy Cows to clear something up. Somebody emailed me and said that they were blocked. They said that I blocked them because they said it called 211. I wouldn't have blocked them for that. So people need to understand I'm usually not the one that am blocking. Oh, make commission by placing Amazon affiliate tags. Yeah, but see, I don't have that type of influence really, Ginger Snaps, to make money on something like that. Like, if I had like I don't know, maybe double the amount of subscribers I have now, maybe it would start to be, because I don't even sell merchandise. Like, people bought merchandise for the first like month or two, and then nobody purchased it again. Affiliate tarot cards. Oh, yeah. Oh, it is. It is good. It is about to be Sabbath. I have been done with eBay for a while because I don't have product to sell, because I haven't had the money to purchase more. Sometimes, or a lot of times, you have to have money to make money. I never got a response from we never got a response from what's his name, so that's probably a bad sign that we're not going to get any What's this? I didn't see that somebody sent me this. Oh, the playlist does not exist. Well, if somebody emailed me some type of playlist, it won't play. I just now saw it. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here for now. Taiwanese. I just bought an Investopedia book. Investopedia. Gosh, I don't even know what that is. Sounds fancy though. Oh, thank you, Jane. Maybe if I get bored, I'll go on Empress Siggy. I don't know anything, Susu. That's the thing. I never said I was psychic or anything like that. I can read tarot cards. I'm not psychic. So I do need cards to, I do need cards. I am not psychic at all. I just go by, read the cards like they come out, and that's just how it is. All right, good night, guys. Talk to y'all later.